I finally found you. You're a con artist's mother. How dare you live like this? I will never forgive you. I'll make you pay for the rest of your life. Yes? What's this all of a sudden? I mean, who are you? Don't play dumb with me. You're in on it too. Go ahead and apologize. Huh? You've been calling me a fraud and a cahoot for a while now. You've got the wrong guy, don't you? Of course not. You're Ellen Smith, Alex's mother, isn't that right? Yes, but... Right? Then you should know that. Ask yourself. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Huh? To begin with, who are you? How do you know my WhatsApp account? Damn it, I can't help it. My name is Janet. I'm your son's girlfriend, Janet Johnson. I found your WhatsApp account on his phone too. What? My son? Well, I'm actually his ex-girlfriend. It's your son's fault, so I'll explain it to you now. Huh? He did terrible things to me. He played me. I'm the poor woman. He dumped me for a marriage scam. Marriage scam? That's right. Your son cheated me out of marriage. Your son made me pay $300,000 for a marriage scam. Our Alex? $300,000? I'm telling you it was. You, the mother, got a little money from him anyway, didn't you? You're in league with your son and you're framing me. From what I hear, your husband is rich, isn't he? You're the wife of a celebrity, and yet you go to the extent of marriage fraud to rip off the regular people. What a greedy bitch. Huh? That's why I want you to take responsibility. Responsibility? I'm asking you to show me your sincerity. What exactly? Return the $300,000 I contributed. I'll forgive you for that as a settlement. And I'm pregnant. You'll have to take full responsibility for that. Pregnant? I don't think so, but you're not joking about being pregnant with his child, are you? I'm not joking, I'm serious. Alex and I were promised to be married. I lent him $300,000 because I thought I would be his wife. And yet, when I told him I was pregnant, he said he had no intention to marry me and ran away. What? I was so shocked and frustrated that I cried and swelled up. I mean, I'm still crying. I know you can't see it. He ruined my life. I'm a grown woman in shock, crying for 3 days and 3 nights. If you're a mother, you should at least take responsibility for what your son has done. If you return the $300,000 and have him father my child, I'll stop suing you for marriage fraud. I'll marry him. It's a small price to pay for all this, isn't it? Besides, Ellen, it'll be your first grandchild. I don't think it's a bad deal at all. There is no way my son could do such a thing, though, is there? You must be mistaken. Are you still saying that after all this time? Because it's just too funny. Do you still want to think, there's no way my child would do something like that? I know you want to think that, but this is real. I'm the victim, and this is how it really is. If I sue, Alex and you, who are in on it, will go to jail. You became a rich wife, and now you're going to hell in a handbasket. Besides, your husband's status and honor will also fall to the ground. It's not very nice to have a wife and son who are engaging in marriage fraud. If you don't want that to happen, refund the $300,000 and get married. I won't budge on anything else. You have 1 week to get the money and the wedding ready. You can't just go ahead with this one-sided talk. I'm still not convinced. That's enough. I said I'll settle out of court and make it easy on you with the settlement money and the wedding. If you don't agree, the fact is that I was deceived. It's not a dream or an illusion, it's the truth. If you insist that much, I can turn you in to the police right now. I understand. Since this is coming out of the blue, may I have a moment to talk with my husband? I'm sure I've got the wrong person, but I need to confirm the facts. There's no way I could be mistaken, but okay. $300,000 is a lot of money, and I'm sure you don't have it in your hands. Put your trust in your rich husband and ask him to get it for you. After the family meeting, please proceed with marriage and the $300,000. Zach, call me after work. I need to talk to you about something. Oh, I just finished. I just arrived at the hotel where I'm on a business trip. What's up? Well, I got a text that I don't understand. Alex was a marriage scammer, and the woman he paid $300,000 to was pregnant. Huh? Marriage scam? Alex? The person who texted me, someone named Janet, sent that to me. Isn't that just a prank? There's no way he could have done that in the first place. Or maybe she is misunderstanding something. I'm sure she misunderstood something too. She said, "You're a rich man." She called me a rich man's wife and said I'm ripping off the regular people with marriage scams. I'm rich? Well, I have to support my wife and kids, and I'm confident I'm not poor. I work hard every day to make that happen, and I don't think I'm what you'd call rich. I think she's got the wrong guy, or she's harassing you or something. If you let it go, she'll give up. I don't think you need to worry about it. But I don't have any idea who the person named Janet is, and I'm afraid that the person knew my WhatsApp account. The person named Janet said she found it on Alex's phone. How is that possible? I don't know where the information leaked from, but I'm kind of scared to leave it alone. Well, you're right. Alex doesn't have any idea? Nope. I don't think I knew anyone by that name either. I see. Then I don't know where she knew me from. Anyway, I'm leaving tomorrow too. Maybe you should take Alex and evacuate tonight just in case. That's right. Janet might know where we live. So I'll call my parents and ask my father to pick us up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Also, maybe you shouldn't reply to her until you know for sure. Your father's a police officer. If you're at your parents' house, I feel safer. Yeah, that's right. I'll keep an eye on it and think about it while I deal with it. Okay, well, I'll get ready to go as soon as I can. Oh, if you need anything else, you let me know right away. Thanks. I'll call you when I get to my parents' house. Take care. Hey, Ellen. How was the family meeting last night? Why didn't you call me? Well, okay. I'll take it that if you don't call me, it means that you'll have the $300,000 and the wedding within a week as you promised. If you don't keep your promise after a week, I'll sue you. Zach, I found out who that Janet is. Really? And I also found out who that Alex is. Oh. Can you come over to my parents' house after work so we can talk about the details? Okay. Sorry to keep you waiting, Janet. I've spoken to my husband and called you. Oh, it's you. For the past week, you haven't even replied to my... I knew it. I'll make it $400,000 in an overseas wedding. Tell that to your rich husband. Otherwise, I'll sue you as soon as I can. Listen, Janet. My child is 2 years old. Huh? And she's a girl, so it's impossible for Alex to get you pregnant. Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean, a 2-year-old girl? I hope you will forgive me for putting the information out there after the fact, but it's for my daughter's safety. I wish you had done your research better before coming on WhatsApp too. What do you mean? You got my account from a friend of my mom friend's. What? A mama friend? She contacted me. She told me that our 2-year-old Alex did something and she had to pay a settlement to a young lady, so I gave her my ID. Did you hear from her? I said, You're kidding! Those young mothers who were chatting in that park, are they your mom friends? Yes, they are. Those mama friends seem to imagine that Alex broke something or got out of control and hurt her. My daughter is smart and quiet, and she wouldn't do such a thing. I don't remember having to pay any settlement money at all. I complained to them that they should not believe your one-sided story. I wondered if they might have been talking about you. I asked them to look at the photo you sent me, and they said there was no doubt about it. My picture? Could it be that you were talking about the picture of me crying? Yes. You're kidding! How can you know that? I processed it properly. It's true that the lower half of your face in the photo you sent to me was hidden by the processing, but the eyes were showing in order to show that you were crying. They recognize you by your hair color, and the watch you were wearing. What the hell? I asked them to elaborate on the situation at that time. They said that you approached them when I was talking about my plan to buy Alex a toy airplane for her 3rd birthday for $30. What? $30? Not $300,000? Yes. A toy airplane? Not a real airplane? Yes. Alex likes airplanes because my husband likes radio-controlled airplanes. She wants to become an airplane pilot in the future. What? That's not my Alex at all. That's what I've been saying from the beginning. I repeat, my Alex is a 2-year-old girl. And our family is not the kind of people that can afford a $300,000 airplane. I wanted to meet Alex, so I was walking around that area looking for his house. And I overheard you talking about getting him a $300,000 airplane. And since it sounded like he was from a wealthy family, I was sure it was Alex I was looking for. I thought to myself, I see. So you were mishearing the story that jumped into your head, and that's why you acted so annoyed. Mishearing? No way! The Alex you're referring to was a male friend of yours when you were attending university in Boston, and his family is wealthy. That's why you called me a rich man's wife. Yes, but do you know him? I think that Alex is someone who used to live in our neighborhood. Really? Then do you know where Alex is now? I'm from a different city, so I don't know him. But my neighbor told me that I heard that after graduating from university, he got a job at an overseas company and has been away from the US for 7 years. 7 years ago? Especially in the last 2 years, he hasn't returned to the US due to the recent global situation. So there is no chance that you will conceive his child. Huh? What on earth do you think you're doing? Calling this a marriage scam? Getting pregnant? Oh my God! Yes, that's right. As you can see, it's all a lie. I knew it. It's all his fault. When we were in college, No matter how often I asked him out, he never took me seriously. In fact, he started going out with another girl. Don't you think that's terrible? That's a question that's hard for me to answer, not knowing what happened back then. But I still couldn't forget him. I had heard that his parents lived in this town when I was in college, so I came all the way here to visit him. And yet, I jumped at the chance to being talked about Alex, thinking it was my lucky timing. I had no idea that it was actually about a completely different Alex. No, and then you told me you were pregnant and that he was a marriage cheat? How could anyone believe you when you hadn't seen him for years? He's not much of a drinker, so I figured he could just get drunk and pretend we had sex. No, that's sloppy. Shut up! Oh, I'm so mad at you. If you make me look like a fool anymore, I'm going to hurt you. What do you say? I'm right in front of your house. I broke all the flower pots in front of your front door. I'm going to kick you and your daughter like this. You're in the house now, aren't you? The curtains are closed, but there's a shadow figure moving. You're sneaking inside watching me. Stop sneaking around and come out. Apologize, and while you're at it, pay me $400,000. You're so screwed up, but I can't. Then fine. I'll break the window and get in the house. I'm not in the house, okay? That's a blatant lie. I can see you. I'll drag you out and make you apologize. It's my father in the house. Even though you've mistaken her for the wrong person, you've been threatening me a lot, and I've been very scared. I consulted my father, who is a police officer, to stay inside the house. My husband and I and my daughter are in a safe place, and it's not only pointless to break the glass to get in. You will be caught red-handed for breaking and entering. I said, from the looks of it, it looks like he's already caught you. A few minutes later, I received a phone call from my father informing me that Janet had been caught red-handed for breaking and entering. He also demanded compensation for the threats she had made, as well as for breaking the flower pots. With the money, my family decided to move out of the house. I am relieved that the case is now closed and we are safe. By the way, I understand that Janet prepared the compensation by borrowing money from her parents. She had never worked hard before and had been living off her parents. She was taken to a job with a dormitory and told to take this opportunity to work hard. She is now doing hard physical labor.
Come on, Ruth. Explain this. Why aren't you picking up? Are you ignoring me?
Teresa, hi. I can't answer the phone because I'm working. What's going on?
Working?
Yeah, why?
Don't you lie to me.
Excuse me?
I know you're not working.
Why are you so upset all of a sudden? You know I'm usually at work around this time, right?
You've been fooling me. Get out of my house right away.
What?
I mean it today.
Teresa, are you okay?
Don't even call my name, you lowlife.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously. Can you at least explain why I have to leave?
Don't tell me you have no idea.
No, I really don't. I don't even know why you're calling me as a lowlife.
Ugh, see, this is why I can't stand a penniless woman.
Wait, now I'm penniless too? Just calm down for a second. Tell me what's going on.
How can I calm down when I see that printout of your bank statement?
My bank statement?
The printout of the Chase bank account in the drawer.
The drawer? You mean, how did you even open it? I'm pretty sure I locked it.
That's useless. I have a spare key.
Did you make another one without telling us? Enough already. Our valuables are in that drawer, things Aaron and I keep private. Even though we're family, I've asked you not to open it so many times.
Stop nagging. It's weird to lock up stuff in a family. You married into my house, remember? Don't complain if I just open a drawer.
But
forget that. What's with the dollar balance?
$1?
It's your account balance. You must be crazy to work for a big company and only have $1 left.
Well,
you're not really working, are you?
I am working.
If you were, your bank balance wouldn't be $1.
Listen, that's...
First of all, I was against this marriage. You're a whopping 5 years older than him. I wanted him to marry a young and pretty girl, but he was adamant about his choice. I reluctantly agreed because I was told you were working at a prestigious company. It turns out your account balance is just $1. What's up with that? Stop fooling my son already.
Let me just say something. That's not mine.
Yeah, right.
I don't even have an account with Chase Bank, and I don't remember seeing the printout you're talking about.
Ugh, you're a piece of work. How can you deny what I've seen with my own eyes?
I have personally checked, so I can't say for sure, but I'm afraid you might be mistaken. Anyway, I'm sure it's not mine.
Unbelievable. I can't believe you're such a liar.
How?
Lying about working at a prestigious company while you're actually jobless. And lying about not having a bank account with $1 balance?
But I do have a job, and I really don't know what bank account you're talking about.
That's enough. You're going to divorce Aaron.
What? Now you're talking about divorce?
Of course! A lying, penniless woman like you isn't fit to be his wife.
Hold on a sec. When I get back home, I'll check that printout, okay?
No! Just don't come back to this house. I don't want to see your face.
Jeez, then where should I go?
I'll send your stuff to your parents. Just go back there.
No way. They're in another state.
Ugh, poor Aaron. To be deceived by a woman like you?
I'm not deceiving anyone.
Ugh, you're so annoying. Just chatting with you makes me feel poor.
Wow.
You're not my daughter-in-law anymore, got it? Never come back here.
Hey, hon, you got a minute?
Oh, hey, just finished lunch and taking a break now. What's up?
I just got this angry text from your mom.
From Mom?
Yeah. She kept calling me while I was working, so I thought something was up. But then she told me to leave the house.
What? It's out of the blue? Why does she want you out?
She found a printout of a bank statement by opening the drawer.
You mean the one in our bedroom?
Yeah.
We went to the trouble of locking it, so she couldn't open it. Did she make a spare again?
Seems like it.
Seriously, even after I told her so many times about respecting our privacy within the family and not making a spare key?
She just won't learn.
How many of them does she need to make until she's satisfied? So was there something wrong with the printout?
The account balance was just $1.
$1?
It's a Chase Bank account. So she was all mad about how it's weird for me to work at a prestigious company to have only $1 balance. But I don't even remember seeing that printout. Do you know anything about this?
That's mine.
Really?
Yeah, I opened that account when I was still a student. I don't know which year the printout is from, but back then, I only had a part-time job. There should be about 50,000 in there now.
I see. So it's a printout from ages ago.
Exactly. Nowadays, we can easily check our transaction history in the phone app, so I don't have to print it out, I guess I forgot to throw it away.
Well, it happens. I'm glad the mystery's solved.
Sorry for the hassle. I'll talk to Mom and straighten things out.
Thanks, please do. She told me not to come back home, ever.
Seriously?
Yeah, she even mentioned divorcing you.
Divorce?
She said a lying, penniless woman like me isn't fit to be your wife.
Okay, I'll speak to her right away. I gotta tell her it's mine. Oh, but wait.
What?
Isn't this situation a great opportunity for us?
Opportunity?
Remember the thing we talked about when she made a spare last time and created a mess?
Oh, that conversation.
Yeah, that. I was actually pretty serious about it. What do you think?
You're right. It's a relief for me if you're really okay with that.
Then it's settled. So I feel bad to ask, but can you stay at a nearby hotel tonight instead of coming home?
There are many near my office, so I'm sure there'll be vacancies.
It's gonna cause you a bit of trouble, but I hope you'll understand.
It's okay, I trust you, and go along with it.
Thanks, hon. Alright, let's have a strategy meeting tonight. I'll call you when I get off of work.
Got it.
Ruth, I gotta hand it to you.
Yes?
Looks like you really went back to your parents. You didn't come back home yesterday like I told you. Aaron hasn't said a thing either. So are you guys planning to divorce? I wonder if telling him about the balance did the trick.
Oh, so you mentioned it to him. Well, if you did, you should know that it's his account.
Geez, still denying, huh?
I'm not, but it's not right to blame someone without even checking the name of the account holder.
He did say something like that and tried to defend you, but if you're getting a divorce, then he must have accepted my advice. So that means I'm right.
Neither of us has said anything about divorce, I think.
What are you talking about? You didn't come home because you're divorcing him, right?
That's not it. You told me not to come back.
Either way, just hurry up and get divorced, you lying low-life, penniless woman.
All right. I was gonna leave this as my final warning, but...
Warning?
Aaron probably explained it all to you, that a dollar balance is his.
That's gotta be a lie. He's too nice, you know. He's probably lying and covering up for you.
I don't expect understanding from someone who twists even her own son's words.
Excuse me?
Forget it, I'm done here.
What are you talking about? Well, if divorce is on the table, then whatever. Good riddance to the annoying daughter-in-law. From now on, it'll just be me, my husband, and Aaron living together without any unwanted guests. Huh?
Hey, hon. Are you done with work?
Yeah, just wrapped up.
How was your day?
Same, nothing special.
And by the way, did you see the screenshot I sent you?
Yeah, I did. Her brain's totally fried. Can't get through to her.
Yeah.
I thought I gave her one last chance. Even after explaining everything in detail, she just wouldn't listen.
It's weird, you know.
What is?
She's always been really fond of you, right? But it's strange how she won't listen to anything.
She's been like that forever. That deep-seated ill nature that's been building up for decades seems like even I can't do anything about it.
You okay, hon?
Yeah.
Despite everything, she's still your mom, you know. Are you really okay with this?
Don't worry about me. Honestly, there's a part of me that feels relieved, you know? After all, Dad's mental health is seriously affected because of her.
All right. He used to see a therapist for a while.
Yeah, he's been struggling mentally. Thankfully, he's doing much better now. But you never know what she might do next. I'm always on edge.
So maybe it's best to...
Stay away from her. She's the type to latch onto what she considers hers and interfere without caring about the other person's wishes.
Jeez.
Thanks for caring about me, hon. I've already moved on, so I'm good.
Good to hear that. Well then, let's meet at our new place.
Yeah, I'll get things ready.
Ruth! Aaron's gone. I've been out all day with friends, and when I come home just now, no one's here. He usually comes home by 8 p.m., so it's weird. I messaged him, and he replied. I'm not coming back to that house anymore. What's going on? He must be with you, right? You despicable woman. Even after deciding to divorce, you still take him away from me. Give me back my son. Ruth!
Mom, please stop messaging Ruth.
Aaron, where are you? It's almost past 10 p.m. Come back now.
Didn't I tell you? I'm not coming home.
But you're joking about that, right?
Don't you realize?
What?
My stuff is gone from the house.
Huh? What are you talking about? Ruth's stuff is gone. Yours is... Wait a sec. Oh my god! Most of yours is gone too!
Isn't it clear now?
What?
I left the house.
How come?
I'm staying with Ruth.
Wait a minute. Aren't you getting a divorce from her?
No way.
What?
I don't think I ever said we're divorcing, did I? What's going on in your head, Mom?
But... You didn't seem to care when she stopped coming home. Didn't it mean you moved on?
Why would I leave the woman of my life?
What?
Well, I purposely didn't let her come home to protect her.
What do you mean?
You kept causing drama over the account balance, telling her to leave and divorce me. Can't let her stay with a mother-in-law who bullies her like that.
That balance is a fact, so we have to accept it. She lied about working at a prestigious company. It turns out she's just an unemployed, penniless woman. She deserves to be divorced.
Jeez, Mom. I've told you many times it's my bank statement, right? I explained why it was showing that little balance. Even confirmed it by looking at my name on the printout, right? So why are you still insisting it's hers?
Because I just can't believe she has no savings working at a good company.
I repeat, it's mine.
Oh, Aaron, you don't have to force yourself.
Huh?
You don't need to defend such a penniless woman. I'll find you a more suitable wife. Just divorce her already and come back home.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
What is?
I'm no longer your son, Mom.
Excuse me? What are you saying all of a sudden?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Why? We've been getting along, you know.
Getting along, huh? I don't recall ever.
Oh, come on. We've been living under the same roof for years.
I stayed at home because I was worried about Dad.
Why?
You've always controlled him, calling him 100 times at work and accusing him of cheating if he just stepped out briefly. Did you even know he was mentally stressed and had to see a therapist because of your suffocating behavior?
No way.
That's why. If I, your other obsession, stayed back, I thought I could protect him. Ruth understood my situation, agreed to live there.
I don't get it.
But now it's over.
Over?
Just so you know, it's not just me and Ruth leaving you.
No.
Haven't you noticed Dad yet?
But he said he was going out for drinks with his former colleagues today.
Have you checked his drawers?
Wait, what? Him too?
That's right.
Wait, what's going on? His stuff is gone too. When did this happen? I didn't even notice.
While you were out enjoying a movie with your friends, we moved out. Of course, it was impossible to move everything by ourselves in a day, so I had some coworkers help.
Why would you do such a thing? You took my husband with you?
Just so you know, I didn't force him. It was his decision.
This is a problem. If he leaves too, I'll be all alone.
Then be alone and reflect on yourself.
Listen, Aaron, are you being manipulated by that penniless woman with a dollar balance?
God.
It's all her doing, isn't it? What a wicked woman. She's deceiving you and my husband, trying to alienate me.
Who's really wicked here?
Aaron, I'll get you a lawyer or whatever it takes. Just divorce her already.
Mom.
I won't let her get away with taking my husband and son away. If it's come to this, I'll fight with everything I've got. I'm the only one who can save my family.
Are you okay?
Aaron?
No, never mind.
Tell me.
I've realized there's no saving you.
Wait, what?
I'm cutting ties with you.
Stop!
Take care, Mom. Goodbye forever.
Wait, Aaron. Aaron!
Teresa went crazy and incessantly called Aaron and sent him messages, but he, myself, and my father-in-law all blocked her simultaneously. We went the extra mile and changed our phone numbers altogether, ensuring there would be no communication with her whatsoever. Then my father-in-law hired a lawyer and filed for a divorce. Now he's living with us in an apartment far away from her house. According to rumors from the relatives, she remained at the house for a while, but being abandoned by her husband and son really took a toll on her. She became completely withdrawn, stopped going out, and her health deteriorated to the point where she couldn't even walk properly. Now she spends her lonely days in a facility where no one comes to visit. As for me, I'm enjoying a peaceful life with Aaron and my father-in-law, free from stress. Just recently, I've been feeling under the weather, but it turns out I'm pregnant with our first child. We're over the moon about the new addition to our family.
Jenny, do you have a minute? Can you do me a favor? Glenda, I'm working right now. What's up? My lower back pain has gotten worse. I was wondering if you could drive to the hospital. Right now? I'm in pain. Like I said, I'm at work right now, so I can't. I might be able to go this afternoon. So, can you wait a little longer? Oh, no. Are you prioritizing work over me? We're supposed to be building a family soon. That's pretty cold. I get it, but still, I have an important meeting. Can it wait for a couple of hours? What if it gets worse in the next couple of hours? What if I'm not going to be able to walk? Are you going to take responsibility for that? Responsibility? I wish I could have asked my husband. But of course, he's off on a business trip at the worst possible time. And Jason is swamped with work, so I can't ask him. You're the only one I can rely on. What about Lisa? Lisa? Didn't Lisa just get her driver's license recently? Why don't you ask her? No, she can't. Why not? That girl just got a job offer and she's busy studying. I see. But I just saw her with her friends the other day. She looks like she's just enjoying her time with her friends. What's wrong with that? It's not like she's studying all day. She can hang out with friends for a change. Huh? But wouldn't it be quicker to ask Lisa who's home instead of me who's at work? God, aren't you sassy? You don't seem to realize at all that you're going to be a part of this family. Well, what's with you not being able to take care of your mother-in-law? You're going to be married to our family. I don't care what you do. You probably don't even make enough money anyway, so why don't you just quit? Seriously? Keeping a job after getting married is just not the way things are done. I have no intention of quitting my job. Excuse me? I love my job. I'll take a break when we have kids, though. But isn't Jake's income enough? Not to be rude, but when I think about the future, just living off Jake's paycheck would be a stretch. Oh, really? Isn't it because you're bad at managing the finances? Excuse me, Glenda. I have to go for my meeting. I'll come by as soon as I'm done. Hey, hold on, Jenny. Forget about that meeting and come pick me up. Jenny, thank you for taking me to the hospital today. You stopped by the supermarket and even made dinner for us. It really helped me out. No worries. I'm glad I could help. Aging, huh? Not a fan. It's tough standing in the kitchen with this back pain, you know? I hope your back gets better soon. By the way, Jenny, I have another favor to ask. Can you come by and do the laundry tomorrow? What? I can't do it because of my back. You can come by and do it before you go to work. It's easy for you to say that, but your house is the opposite direction from my work. I'd have to leave so early to do that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm an early bird anyways. That's not the point. What are you trying to say? Is it too much to ask? I'm not saying it's a hassle, but could we schedule laundry days for when I'm off work? Besides, Lisa is home, right? So it feels like there's no need for me to go all the way there. Listen, I told you Lisa is busy with her studies. Can't she at least do the laundry? You know where she works, right? Wasn't it Ace Corporation? Yeah. Lisa is going to work for a famous company that even appears in TV commercials. I mean, everyone who got a job offer there must be super talented, just like her. She gotta study hard and get any certificate while she can, so she won't fall behind. Gotta keep up with the others. Right. You know what? I was against your marriage with my son. Really? You know, I never wanted to welcome someone like you who grew up in a poor single-parent household into our family. But Jake insisted that it had to be you. So I had no choice but to agree for him to marry you. Sure, I grew up in a single-parent household, but it's not like we were poor or anything. Maybe you're just not aware of it. Growing up in a financially tight environment might make you think it's normal. But to others, it's pretty obvious. What makes you think that? First off, your appearance. Always wearing plain clothes, hardly wearing any makeup, and not a single piece of jewelry. Yeah, I guess I'm just too lazy to bother with all that. Huh? I'd rather spend my time thinking about work than fussing over clothes and accessories. But I do try to keep myself presentable and at least maintain basic grooming standards. You're always talking about work, work, work. I bet you slacked off on household chores at home too, using work as an excuse. That's not true. Even though work keeps me busy, I try to leave on time as much as possible. I cook, clean, and do laundry every day. I see. So then, you can come over after work? Huh? I'd really prefer if you could do the laundry in the morning, but I'll let it slide for now. Do I really have to do it? Of course! That goes without saying. Also, while you're here, do me a favor and do some grocery shopping. I need milk, eggs. I'll text you the rest later. Are you implying I should make dinner too? Of course I do. Who else is going to cook? You're going to be a part of our family. Helping out when your mother-in-law is in need is just part of being a wife, right? Okay, I'll come over after work. Hey, Jenny, will you go shopping and cook dinner today too? What? Again? I prepared for tonight's dinner when I was here yesterday. Yeah, about that. I hate to admit it, but I ended up throwing it all away. What? You threw them all away? I'm sorry. I should have told you earlier, but Lisa has a lot of food dislikes. Your dish had some of her least favorite ingredients. Even so, you didn't have to throw it all away. Even if Lisa doesn't like it, you can still eat it, right? Isn't it a bit extreme to throw it all out? But we're a family. Shouldn't we be able to eat different things? If we're having a meal together, I'd want us all to share the same food. But next time, I'll make sure to tell you Lisa's food dislikes beforehand. So, could you please make dinner? If that's the case, why not have Lisa make it? It's not like it's an allergy. Just food preferences, right? I'm busy too. I can't keep up with Lisa's whims. Wow! What a terrible thing to say. Lisa will be your sister-in-law. Don't you think it's a wife's duty to know your husband's family's preferences? Don't tell me you're forcing Jake to eat things he dislikes too. Honestly, I'm worried about the future. Okay, I guess I'll make it. By the way, can you pay me for the things I bought yesterday? Are you going to charge me? Even though you made something we couldn't eat? Couldn't eat? You just threw it away on your own, right? And as for the last time we went shopping together, you haven't paid me yet. I don't have a choice. I don't have a car to go to the bank. It's tough without my husband around. Don't you have any compassion? But everything's been butts and back talk from you. I never dared talk back to my mother-in-law. No matter what she said, I just said yes and obediently followed along. But to throw away food someone made and then ask for it to be remade, it's just beyond unreasonable. There you go again, talking back. That's why I hate women who work, acting all high and mighty just because you make a little money. Okay, that's enough. I'll see you tonight. Come as soon as possible. I have a lot of other things for you to do besides making dinner. Hey, Jenny. Thank you for coming by last night and helping with the housework. Lisa was thrilled this time because it was all her favorite foods. That's good to hear. Thanks to your specific requests. Yeah, the food was amazing. It's just... What? About the cleaning? Cleaning? I did what you asked and vacuumed all the rooms, but... I figured you just vacuumed. No wonder it still feels dusty. You know, you're supposed to wipe down after vacuuming, right? Don't tell me that's how you are at your home. I work on weekdays. Usually, I just use the vacuum. But on my days off, I do wipe down as well. I guess you've been slacking at home then. Slacking? After finishing work, I come over to cook and clean here. Then, when I get home, I have to cook dinner for myself and Jake. I can't do everything perfectly like that. If you're not happy with how I do things, ask your own son for help. There's no way I can ask Jake for help. He works late at night. I'm working just as hard as he is. I can't handle any more demands. It's just too much for me. How dare you say that? Don't you want to help? Did I say anything wrong? Sorry, but it's time for me to work. If you'll excuse me. Hey, Jenny. What is it today? Shopping? Housework? What's with the attitude? Your back pain is all better now, right? You see, I'm not trying to call you out or anything. Okay, so can we talk later? I'm still at work. Here you go again, prioritizing work again. Seriously? Looks like I was right all along. Excuse me? What? I've been observing your actions for a while now. I've come to realize you're not suitable to be our daughter-in-law. Jenny, please break off the engagement. What? I'm disappointed in you. I thought since you grew up in a single-parent household, you'd be willing to do all the housework. But all you do is work. It's embarrassing for a woman to use work as an excuse like that. And then you go on about asking Jake and Lisa for help. You have zero awareness of what it means to be a wife. With that attitude, I feel anxious about the future. But you're the only one who's unhappy with me. I did make the decision to call off the engagement, that's for sure. But I know Jake will agree with me. He said, if Mom says no, then no. Interesting. So you're saying your whole family is in favor of breaking off the engagement then? I didn't bother asking Lisa. I'm sure she doesn't want to be your sister-in-law. You're old and not particularly pretty. A younger bride would get along better with Lisa, don't you think? Does Jake's father know about the broken engagement? Unlike you, he was happy that Jake and I are getting married. I can just update him later. Besides, he's on a business trip overseas and won't be home for a while. I'll just tell him that you two had a fallout, and I'm sure he'll understand. I see. Either way, I don't want anybody like you in my family. My son deserves someone better and richer. I understand. If you're going that far, I'll just call off the engagement. Thank you for being so understanding. Then I'll take back the job offer for your daughter. What? Her job offer? The offer she got from Ace Corporations. I'll withdraw it in accordance with my broken engagement. Since you and I will no longer have anything to do with each other, I don't owe you any special treatment. Huh? What are you talking about? It has nothing to do with you. Are you okay? Did getting dumped for engagement make you lose your mind? No, I'm pretty sane. Withdrawing Lisa's job offer? You can't do anything about it. Yes, I can. I am the president of the company. What? President? No, you're not. Don't tell me you didn't know that. I thought I said that when I first met you. I don't know if you did, but I don't remember at all. I gave you my business card. I threw it right away. I'm appalled. You weren't listening, and on top of that, you threw my card away without even looking at it? No way I'm falling for that. You? The president of that company? Unbelievable. Well then, why don't you go on our website? You'll find my picture and name in the president's message section. No way. My grandfather on my mother's side is the founder of the company. I took over last year. Your husband knew about it. He was the one who asked me to offer Lisa a job. I was the one who decided to give her a job. Really? My husband? Huh? You seriously thought Lisa got that job offer based on her own performance? But she's such a talented girl. That's what you think. But let me tell you, despite managing to get into a private university, she hardly studied and spent most of her time goofing off. And now, you're telling me she got into our company based on her own performance? Give me a break. You've got to be kidding me. As expected, it seems Lisa got rejected left and right during her job hunt. So your worried husband begged me to hire her for some odd jobs. He even said, please straighten out my daughter's spoiled attitude. In other words, she got the job offer because of me. It's not like because of her performance. I beg your pardon. Well, that was because she was my future sister-in-law. Now that you want to break off the engagement, that will be nothing. Oh no! I thought getting a job at a big company would set her up for a secure future. I'm sorry to hear that. I look forward for her future success. Okay. I'll approve your marriage with my son. Huh? I take everything back. That's enough, right? Of course not. I'm the president of the company. I've been doing all the household chores you told me. I didn't even complain, even if you haven't paid me for the groceries. I'm not even married yet, but I believe I've done more than enough work. You insulted me, calling me poor and old. I've been hit with a one-sided decision to call off the engagement. Do you think I would let you get away with that? That's why I ask for forgiveness. I'll give you my blessings to marry my son. Huh? It's too late for that. Not caring about his own mother and letting his fiancée do everything? Can't control his own mother? Instead of standing up for me, he just does as he's told and calls off the engagement. I don't need a mama's boy. Who do you think you are, speaking from a position of superiority, talking about forgiveness and acceptance? I think you should be the one begging for forgiveness. No, I mean, I'm sorry. Is that your way of apologizing? Even the 3-year-old can say sorry better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Please, forgive me. Well, it's too late for that. Anyways, I understand breaking the engagement. I'll hire a lawyer, so let's formally proceed with the cancellation later. However, I need you to pay me back for the food expenses. We haven't settled it yet. No, wait a minute. Don't break off the engagement. Pretend it never happened. I won't do anything like that again, and I'll pay you back. I've already made up my mind. I'm so glad it happened before we got married. I got to know your son and my future mother-in-law's true colors. Oh, sorry, I meant you, Glenda. We are complete strangers now. Don't call me a stranger, I'm sorry. Let's talk about it with Jake. There's nothing to talk about. I've decided to cut you off completely. Goodbye. Wait a minute. I have work to do, excuse me. Goodbye. I told you to wait. Soon after that, she contacted her husband. They drove to my office together. I went to my mother's house right away so I won't run into them. They texted, called, and even stalked me. Even the meeting with our lawyers, They were begging and crying on their knees. I ignored all of them, and with a lawyer in between, I managed to cancel the engagement officially. Jake's father, who was on a business trip overseas, was surprised and amazed to hear about the engagement being called off. Of course, I explained everything, what Glenda did. So, after coming back from his trip, he asked Glenda for a divorce. Glenda was crying and begging for forgiveness, but he made up his mind too. And as for Jake, he was still pining for me and continued to live in the apartment we used to share. However, since he couldn't afford the rent on his own, he ended up moving back to his parents' house within a month. Since Lisa's job offer was revoked, she hastily began job hunting. Due to the timing being too late, she was rejected everywhere and ended up becoming a college graduate bum. The three of them are living together at their house. They became quite famous in the neighborhood as the poor family whose bride ran away before marriage. It seems they spend their days feeling miserable, with gossips following them wherever they go. As for me, a year after this incident, I started dating someone who my grandfather introduced me to. Just recently, he proposed to me. Unlike Jake, he understands my job and actively helps with the household chores. From now on, I hope to build a warm family with him, who is sincere and kind.
Hi, Mila. Sorry. I was planning to come home this weekend. I guess I can't make it after all.
What? You can't come home again?
I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to take weekends off.
Well, you said the same thing last week. Are you that busy?
I'm really sorry. I was looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
It's okay. It's work.
We just got married and I've been working all weekend. I wish I could spend more time with you.
So, can you come back next weekend?
Well...
You don't think so, do you?
Sorry. I promised to go on a trip with my friends next weekend.
A friend?
Yeah, a friend from college.
Oh, your friend is a guy?
Of course, it's a guy.
Okay.
We've been so busy we haven't been able to see each other. We both happen to have the next weekend off, so I thought we could go skiing and soak in a hot tub. Are you mad?
I'm not mad at you. You're too busy to come home, but you can go on a trip with your friends.
We've been talking about taking this trip for a long time. Besides, I need some time to enjoy and relax.
That's right.
I do feel sorry for you. I'll make time for you soon. I'll take you on a trip.
No problem. Don't worry about it. It's important to spend some time with your friend too. Don't worry about me.
Thank you. I'm having lunch with a coworker right now. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Hi, Riley. Can I ask you something?
Hi, Mila. What's up?
Max is going on a trip with his friend next weekend.
Oh, a trip?
Yeah. I would like to know who the friend he's going with.
Not me.
I know. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Oh, okay. Max and I have only messaged each other about casual things. He asked to meet, but I've turned him down for whatever reason.
I know you are not the one. Max says it's his guy friend, but I'm still suspicious. He never comes home because he's busy with work these days, but he's going on a trip with a friend.
It doesn't sound like they're just friends.
Do you think there's more than you in his life?
I'm sorry. I feel bad about that.
I'm sorry too. I don't blame you. I was shocked when I found out Max was also dating you, but it was before we got married. You didn't know he was engaged to me, right?
Well, he didn't tell me anything. I thought he was single.
I should have been more cautious. He was nice and all, so... It's his fault, and you are the victim. In fact, I'm grateful to you. You are cooperating with my investigation now. Hearing you say that makes me feel better, and I'm really sorry. You don't have to apologize anymore. Thank you, Mila. I'll hire a private detective again. I will let you know more. Understood. Hi, Max. You're going on a trip today, right?
Ah, Mila, I'm leaving now. It looks like there's an open-air hot tub, so I'm looking forward to it.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Will you be able to come home next week?
I don't know. Not yet.
Okay. Well, have fun on your trip. Hi, Riley. It looks like Max is cheating on me again.
What?
The private detective just told me so. He has another woman.
That's not good news.
The one he's traveling with this time is someone other than his guy friend. She's a girl in her 20s. They met at a bar near his office.
I see.
I can't believe he would cheat on me when we're newlyweds. I wasn't comfortable with him being away and going on an extended business trip, but...
It's disgusting. I can't believe he's doing this again.
I have no idea how many girlfriends he has.
Don't say that. I'm so depressed about this. We don't need anyone else in this mess.
Well, let's not think too much about it. Right now, our priority is to find a way to punish him.
That's right. He cheated on you and me. He has to be punished thoroughly. Riley, is this a good time? I have something important to tell you.
It's been a while. What's wrong?
I'm really sorry, but will you break up with me?
Huh? What's wrong? Suddenly?
I'm getting married.
Marrying to who?
Actually, I'm in love with someone else. And she's pregnant.
Pregnant?
I guess I failed to use contraception. I tried to be careful, but...
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
What does she do?
What? She works part-time, but...
How old is she?
20.
That's very young.
Oh, but it was just for fun. My true love is you. But if we have a baby, I have to take responsibility as a man.
I see. I understand.
You're breaking up with me then?
If you have a baby, I don't have a choice.
Thank you. Riley, find a good man and be happy. I'll do my best too.
Yes, I wish you all the best. Mila, I just got messages from Max. Huh? What did he say? He said he was getting married and wanted me to break up with him. What? At first, I thought he was talking about you. If not me, then who is he going to marry? The girl he traveled with. She's pregnant. Pregnant? Yeah. Is that true? He said so, but... I don't believe it. Maybe he's making it up to break up with you without getting into trouble. Maybe he is, but either way, I wanted to get rid of Max as soon as possible. I agreed to break up, but... If his partner is really pregnant, I'm sure he'll contact me too. I'll drop you a line if that happens. Yeah, okay.
Hi, Mila. I have something important to tell you.
Hi, Max. You messaged me as soon as possible.
Soon?
No, it's nothing. What's up?
This may come as a surprise, but I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
You're not surprised?
I knew you were cheating on me. I've known for a while.
What?
I mean, you were busy all the time. After you went away for your long business trip, you rarely came home. And the fact that you went on vacation with your friends was suspicious.
Well, if you knew about the affair, I don't blame you. I'll tell you straight out. The woman I'm having an affair with is pregnant. I need you to break up with me.
Pregnant?
Yeah, she's 4 months pregnant.
Oh, what's she like?
I met her near my office here. Don't get me wrong. At first, it was just for fun. Then, we got drunk and crossed the line, and it just went on and on and on. And the other day, she told me she was pregnant with my child.
I see.
I'm really sorry. You are the only one I love. But as the father of this baby, I have to take responsibility. I'm going to marry her, so please divorce me right now. Of course, I'll pay you alimony.
Nope. I'm not getting a divorce.
What? Why?
Can you stop being a drama king?
No. I was cheating on you. And the woman I cheated with is pregnant. Can we still stay married?
So what? It's up to you and me to decide if we want to divorce.
Oh, no.
Anyway, don't think you can just divorce because she's pregnant.
Are you kidding me? I have to do something now. I'd pay alimony.
Of course you'll pay alimony. But if you think you can just pay and be done with it, you're wrong.
Please, I don't want her to be a single mother. She just turned 20 years old. She's a part-timer. I have to support her.
I don't care about that.
Mila.
Well, but I don't want to live with you anymore. I'm going to terminate our apartment contract. I originally lived there when I was single. You're going to be working away anyway.
What? Yeah, I don't mind if you terminate the contract. When I'm done working here, I'm going to move into an apartment with my girlfriend.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Mila. I know it was sudden, and I'm not saying it's right now, but I want you to divorce me as soon as possible. The baby is innocent.
That's true. I'll think about it. Hi, Riley. Sure enough, I got a call from Max asking for a divorce.
So it's true. His girlfriend is pregnant.
Yeah, that's right. He's so stupid.
I know.
Can I call you later? I want to talk to you.
Okay, sure. Mila, enough, okay? I've contacted you so many times and you ignored me. It's about time you agreed to a divorce. Her belly is getting bigger and bigger. She wants to marry me as soon as possible, but I've been making her wait a month. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. They say stress during pregnancy is bad. Please divorce me as soon as possible.
Hi, Max. I sent you a letter the other day. Did you get it?
What?
I've decided on the amount of the alimony, so I wanted to let you know. If you pay me the alimony, I'll divorce you.
Oh, really? Yay.
You have to pay first, okay?
Yes, I know. Well, that's a relief. I'm glad I can settle this before the baby is born. I'm so happy. I'm gonna be a daddy too. I'm very excited to see my baby. I'm sorry, Mila. I'm happy, but you are not. I'll do my best, so you should find a new partner soon and be happy too.
It's good that you're trying your best, but are you sure about the baby?
Huh?
Are you sure you'll be a good daddy, even if the baby's not yours?
Why?
Well, if you don't care if you're not blood related, I guess you can do whatever you want.
Hey, what do you mean? Are you saying she's cheating on me?
Max, I guess you haven't seen the letter I sent you.
Huh?
There are other documents in there besides the bill for alimony. Take a good look.
Documents?
The medical report.
Huh?
You'll know it when you see it. See you later.
Mila, I wondered what the diagnosis was, but am I infertile?
Yes.
I didn't know. I mean, why did you hide it from me until now?
I wasn't hiding anything.
What?
You don't remember? We had a checkup before we got married, just in case.
Oh,
And we got the results in the mail. You didn't even bother to look at them.
no, because I didn't think there was anything wrong with me. I thought infertility was usually a woman's problem.
I'm sorry, I'm perfectly fine. You are infertile. It sounds like you're infertile to the point where it's unlikely you'll ever have a child.
Oh my God.
I've told you repeatedly to check your test results. I thought it would be better for you to see for yourself than for me to tell you. But you kept ignoring me.
Well, then again, that the baby is...
It can't be your child.
No. Why did she lie? She asked me to marry her because she's having my baby.
I don't know who the actual father is. Maybe you were convenient as a marriage partner. You are a scumbag as a human being, but you got a full-time job and a steady income.
Damn. I believed her when she told me it was my child. Was she cheating on me with another guy?
It seems so.
Mila, let's not get a divorce after all.
Excuse me?
I'm going to start over with you. I'm just about to finish my work. I'll leave the unfaithful woman and go back to you. I'm going back to your place.
No, thank you.
What?
Do you think I'll ever forgive you?
Well,
You cheated on me and tried to have a baby while you were away. Don't tell me you want to start over after all this time.
what are you talking about? The baby wasn't mine. I already said I'm breaking up with her. You are the only one I love. I won't cheat on you anymore, so please forgive me.
Do you think I don't know anything?
Huh?
There's still something you're hiding, isn't there?
No,
There were other people you were cheating on me with, weren't there?
well,
You were dating Riley at the same time you were dating me.
how did you know?
I've known her since childhood.
Childhood friend?
I was surprised. She told me she had a boyfriend. She happily showed me a photo of her and her boyfriend together. Then it was you. Riley was also shocked. You were the first boyfriend she ever had.
I can't believe you and Riley knew each other.
We didn't have a wedding because we were both busy with work, and you didn't know she was my friend. But it's terrible. You had a fiancé and a girlfriend at the same time. I hired a private detective to do a full-scale investigation. I was so surprised to see all the things you had done. And here we are.
No way. I didn't know that was going on.
So, goodbye.
Wait, Mila. Let's meet up and figure it out.
What are you talking about now?
We're talking about the future. Now that you know I'm infertile, we have a lot of things to discuss, like adopting a child.
You and I are getting a divorce. We don't have to talk about kids.
But we're going to meet and talk anyway.
I never want to see your face again.
Please, I'll be home soon. Let's live together again, okay?
You don't have a home to go back to.
What?
I have already moved out. I told you that, didn't I? I'm living somewhere else now.
Oh no. Where am I supposed to go back then?
I don't know.
Well,
I'll make sure you pay me alimony. Well then.
Mila? Mila, I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
It's about the alimony. I think it's too much. I'd like you to reduce it a little.
What? Why?
I was dating another woman.
Are you still having an affair?
She's actually married. Her husband found out.
You must have a lot of time on your hands. How many people are you cheating with?
It's not funny. Her husband is also demanding alimony from me. I have to pay you too. If I don't do anything, I'll have to borrow money.
Then why don't you borrow money to pay for it?
Mila, I beg you, please reduce the alimony.
No, I want you to pay in full. Is that all you wanted to say?
Well,
please pay me exactly by the deadline. Well then.
Mila, I'm in real trouble. My company found out about my affair. Everyone at work is silently pressuring me to quit. I don't have a place to live. Hey, we used to love each other. Please help me out. Mila.
In the end, Max couldn't stand the cold stares from his colleagues and resigned. He became unemployed and had no place to live, so he asked his parents to help him. His parents would never forgive him for cheating with so many women, and they soon kicked him out of the family home. Max is in debt to pay the high alimony, and now he lives in a shabby studio apartment. He is also working part-time from morning to night without a break. He seems to be having a miserable life. As for me, after my divorce, I went back to my parents' house. Recently, I rented a new apartment and started living alone. I am still good friends with my childhood friend Riley. We watch each other's backs so that we never fall for a scum like Max again. We hope we will find someone soon and be happy.
Sarah's husband visited me today. He got me a gift. What do you think it is? I don't know. How would I know? My favorite king crab legs! Isn't it amazing? I'm too excited! Well, it's great. That's why I told you to marry someone of my choice too. Yes, Sarah is great. She's so different from you. Huh? I'm tired of hearing that, Mom. Huh? Don't make fun of me. So, that's all you wanted to say? If you're gonna talk about my fiancé, I need to go now. That attitude! I've arranged a date with a wealthy man for you. You even turned him down. So, I thought the guy you chose must have been a celebrity. But he's a shabby poor man. He was wearing work clothes to come to my house to greet me. I couldn't help but look at him 3 times. You don't listen to me anyway. I can't say anything. If you don't like me, say what you want. I don't live my life to be loved by my mother. I'll marry him no matter what you say. I don't like the way you try to get your daughter to do what you want. We've had this conversation so many times already. I'm just so tired of it. You always say messaging me is a waste of time. Do you realize that it's almost always you who start our messaging? Really? That's because you don't listen to me and keep doing whatever you want. I have some advice as your mom. Sarah married a rich man, and they're so kind to me. But you're such a failure.
So that's all you wanted to say?
What?
That's all you have to say? I'm working overtime right now. See you later. Sarah, I heard from Mom again. Your husband got Mom something expensive again.
Kaylee.
That's right. He went shopping without asking again. I told him to stop. Is he using your credit card again? You should stop your card.
I thought about that too. I came up with a better idea.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you about this the next time I see you.
Yeah? Okay. Why is your husband sending Mom so many gifts? I kind of understand if he's doing this to his mother, but...
Oh, I see. Did I tell you about this?
What?
He and his mother are not blood related.
Oh, really?
His real mother died when he was 10. His current mother married his father after he took off for college. He moved in his dorm, so they never lived together. Maybe he doesn't feel like she's his mother. I don't know if that's why, but maybe he wants to be liked by his mother-in-law.
Oh, I see. I kind of understand. But that doesn't mean he could spoil Mom. Especially our mom, you know?
Well, I have no intention of letting it go on like this either. I'll talk about it next time I see him.
Yes, I understand. I know you'll be fine, but if you ever need help, you can always count on me.
Okay, thanks. I'm sure you're busy preparing for the wedding in 2 months. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. You know, I'm good at those, right?
You've always been good. I might take you at your word. Thank you.
Hi, Kaylee. You need to cancel your wedding.
What? Why? Don't tell me there's been a death in the family or something.
That's not it. I'm saying that you are not marrying him, so cancel the wedding.
Huh? I don't get it. There's no way I can do that on the day of the wedding. There's no reason either. I don't understand why you are telling me this.
I called the wedding hall to cancel the wedding, so it's fine.
What?
Do you remember the man whom you met before, right? He says he can't give up on you after all. If I let him marry you, he'll give me $100,000. Isn't that great? You need to marry him. I know it's too soon, but he's a busy man. He insists on arranging the marriage today. So we need to cancel your wedding right now.
I don't understand.
What?
The wedding hall called us to confirm the cancellation of the ceremony. Of course, we said we had no intention of canceling the wedding. Our wedding will go ahead as planned.
I beg your pardon?
And we are already getting ready. If you think everything is gonna go your way, you're wrong.
What are you gonna do about the guy I found for you?
I don't care. It was your idea. You're on your own. If you don't approve of my wedding, that's fine. We'll get married anyway.
I've reserved a 3-star restaurant this evening for us.
No thanks. I'm getting married to my fiancé now. I decline your offer. Are you done? I'm busy. See you later.
I won't let you marry that man.
Mom, what are you doing? How could you come to a wedding in morning? I'm I'm glad the wedding staff kicked you out right away. You were harassing your daughter.
Oh, I just did it inadvertently.
Inadvertently?
I was in a hurry, so I grabbed whatever was within my reach.
Huh? That can't be right.
The wedding was so shabby anyway.
What do you mean by shabby?
I mean, there were only 20 guests. I've never seen such a shabby wedding. I guess that's what happens when you are dealing with poor people. So shabby.
My husband is in a position where he could not choose whom he would invite. We decided to have only family members at the wedding.
I don't want to hear your excuses. I just didn't want you to get married, that's all. Your mother caused all that fuss at your wedding. The groom's family got angry and the marriage was cancelled, right? So, come home soon. Let's go see your future husband.
I'm on my honeymoon now.
Huh?
And of course, the ceremony went off without a hitch right up to the end. Everyone gave me their blessings. We turned in all the paperwork already. So, we are officially married.
What? After all those things happened?
It calmed down right away.
Huh?
I made sure all the staff and guests knew about you from the beginning. You were on the watch list.
Huh?
Well, unfortunately, one of the staff members was bribed and let you in.
What?
Only one person at the wedding tried to let you in. It's so obvious. That person is punished accordingly. The rest will be left up to the wedding venue.
That's...
Anyway, Mom, didn't you hear about my husband's occupation from Sarah?
Nope. I'm not interested in the occupation of a poor man.
I see. You've always been like that, haven't you, Mom? You always assume that whoever I choose must be poor.
What? If you say you're not poor, then tell me what you do.
You called my fiancé a poor bottom feeder. But he is Sarah's husband's cousin.
Huh? Cousin?
My husband is the next CEO.
You're kidding!
My husband works for one of Sarah's father-in-law's companies. The current CEO is going to retire in a few years, and he's gonna take over.
Huh? The next CEO? That's crazy! Then why was he wearing a dirty work uniform when he came to greet us?
That's because you told us to come over so soon. You told us if we didn't show up within 30 minutes, you would not approve our marriage. He didn't even have time to change.
But that doesn't explain why you're wearing work clothes. Why does the next CEO wear work clothes?
He works for a painting company. He's in charge there now. They want him to learn a lot of things there so he can become the CEO.
What?
Sometimes he goes to worksite, right? Somewhere like people's house to paint. He was at a job site far from my house when you called us. He didn't have time to go home to change.
Why didn't you tell me first that he was the next CEO? If you had, I wouldn't have objected to your marriage.
I didn't want to tell you.
Huh?
When Sarah got married, you were totally thinking about using Sarah and her husband. I thought to myself, I'm definitely not gonna tell her about my fiancé.
You can't do that to your own parents.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Hey!
Besides, that man you wanted me to marry, he's the poor bottom feeder that you hate so much.
What?
My husband ran a background check on him. And it turns out he was a guy I met at my business partner's. He asked me out about 6 months ago. I politely turned him down because I had a boyfriend. I think he got mad that he was going to get me. Also, my husband found out that he had used his company money. What? There's no way he has $100,000 for you. He stole those money. I didn't know. You didn't know, and I didn't blame you for not knowing. I'm glad that I didn't listen to you. You are glad I married my husband, right? Not. Well then, Mother, I'm isolating myself from you as of today. What? How can I allow such a thing? You are the one who just got a big promotion. You should at least share a little of that happiness with me. I hate that kind of thinking. What? Why did you marry Dad? What? That's none of your business. I know why. Dad also owned a company, so you were after his money. Dad, he told me before he passed away. He was sad that all you cared about was his money. You inherited his money and used it up in less than 2 years. I feel sorry for Dad. It costs a lot of money to live, you know. But that's not the point. Will you stop destroying Sarah and my lives to get money? Hey, don't say such a thing. Oh well, I have Sarah, don't I? That girl married a rich man for me. Sarah has divorced a while ago. Huh? Divorced? Do you know why Sarah got married in the first place? That's because the other person has money, of course. I told you before, right? She got a rich man for me. No, the CEO asked her to take over the company. He asked her to become the next CEO of the company. Huh? Sarah is the next CEO? Yes, the current CEO thought she had a better work ethic than his son. His son was kind of lazy. He was rather arrogant and not so suitable for the CEO position. Sarah liked her job and the company, so she married the CEO's son. But this guy was quite a cheapskate. A cheapskate? You've got a lot of gifts from him, right? Do you know where the money came from? What? Sarah's husband? That was Sarah's. Huh? Sarah gave him a family card to manage the family finances. Her husband started using the credit card to buy whatever he wanted. Not to mention his own clothes, gamble, and gifts for you. He used the card to pay for all the gifts. By the time Sarah realized it, he had spent over $10,000. No way! She immediately thought about getting a divorce. She asked her father-in-law's bank account for the credit card payment. What? Of course, she told him everything. Her father-in-law was very upset. When he found out that his son had used Sarah's credit card like that, he was very, very angry. Sarah divorced him soon after that. Of course, she got the money back. She also turned down the next CEO's position, resigned, and is now looking for a new job. The current CEO had tried many times to keep her from leaving, but she said she wanted to make a clean break and start her life over. What? Resignation? She threw away her future and now she's unemployed? What is she thinking? I thought she was a good daughter who married a celebrity. I didn't expect this at all. I hope you finally understand. Huh? Sorry about this, Mom. Sarah and I will never do what you want us to do anymore. Don't even contact me anymore. Huh? Don't tell me you are going to cut ties with me. Let me say this one last thing. All good stories have a backstory. Kaylee? I'll be at the airport soon. Bye. I told my sister about this exchange. My mother was also insulated from my sister that day. When I turned on my phone on my honeymoon, I found over 50 messages from my mother. There was not a single word of apology. All she did was complain about how she had suffered because of me. She wrote nothing but complaints. I wanted to wait and see how Mother was doing, but when I found out that she had no intention of showing any remorse, I blocked her number. I don't know how my mother will live without jobs or saving money. I hope she will become a person who understands the value of money. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.